Well, good morning. Today, I'm going to show you something I got in the mail from Artisan Tony. I already opened the box, so I'll spare you the box opening. Yeah, buddy. I won it on his giveaway, MantisX. And MantisX is a shooting performance system. So let me bring the camera closer and open it up and show you what it is. Alright, I already opened this and messed around with it. That's what the box looks like. Pull the sleeve off. Quick start instructions. And get this little case. Packaging is very well done. Open this little zipper case, and inside you get a little sticker that'll go on my safe. This is a little charging cable. This is a knurled hand finger screw thing. Otherwise, it's got a screwdriver driven screw. I don't have this isn't the quick disconnect version that Tony has, but hey, cool is cool. What you can do with it is you can use it for live fire or for dry fire. You can either use a real pistol, and it even has airsoft. You can use an airsoft pistol for practice, and being that it is removable quickly, you can change it from pistol to pistol. So I'm going to put it on my airsoft and show you how it works. So here's the pistol, the airsoft. I have not charged it. It's not one of those fancy schmancy blowback ones, but it does have a long trigger pull and does have a brake. Right, pretty strong brake. So this is really good. This is a good analog to my actual carry gun, which is a Smith & Wesson. The other reason why I'm using this, because this has no rail, so I can't. But what I can do is there is a butt plate attachment that I can buy with the MantisX, for the MantisX, that I can attach it to here. It might interfere with your thumb or with your pinky, but we'll see. This also has an option where you can put the charging port to the rear of the pistol or rifle, or you can mount it to the front, depending on where these grooves lie. But with this particular gun, it's perfectly suitable to mount it pointing forward. And just use this little thumb screw, make sure it is secure, and then you are ready to dry fire or live fire if you so choose. Next, you will need to, if you have one, you will need to download the MantisX app from the Apple Store or whatever and install it, and it comes with all this stuff. So what you want to do is you want to push this little on button there. It's flashing, and then you hit connect, and it's searching. There you go. And now you are live. And there's all different scenarios. They give you different training scenarios. I just played around with it a little bit, and I used the open training, and so you can configure it to go live fire, dry fire, CO2, which is airsoft, or I think or BBs if you want, but let's just go with dry fire. Right hand, left hand, and then here it's facing forward or facing backwards, the charging port. And then when you're ready, you just start. So from here, since it's dry fire, it actually senses that the gun will get reset, so it doesn't monitor or it doesn't record when you go to reset the slide, to reset the trigger or striker or whatever it is. So it only records like the last few microseconds of before the trigger breaks. So let me show you, let me demonstrate. So I'm just gonna hold it. I'm not aiming, I'm just gonna hold it, and you have to hold it horizontally, with the barrel horizontally. I don't know if you can shoot Gangsta. We'll have to try that out. But if you point it down, it doesn't record when the trigger breaks, but it only records when the barrel is horizontal. So let's for demonstration. Oh, they recorded something. Huh, it must record shock. So let's. So I'm not squeezing the trigger, but for some reason it recorded. Alright, so alright, well, whatever. Let's squeeze the trigger. There. See? Good shot. I'm not even aiming. And it records the number of shots. And then when you're done, you just hit stop. And you can analyze all your shots, right? And it tells you where you're hitting, where each shot is hitting, and it tells you the reason why you got the score you did. Obviously, if you got a perfect score, it probably wouldn't tell you anything, if that's even possible, but it tells you, it shows you when you touch that button on what it means. It explains to you what it means by too much trigger finger thumbing, whatever that means, right? So when you touch that, it tells you what that means. I'm not going to read it to you. It analyzes the trigger press movement. I still have to read more about that. This is what I think is cool. So the first shot, you push the number one down here, you see all the shots. So number one, this is the one where I didn't even squeeze the trigger, and it shows the gun moving all over the place. And then here's the second one. That's not too bad for not aiming. 3, wow, that's really good. 4, 5, come on, 5, 6, 7. So actually, I shoot really good, not aiming. 8, 9, and 10. So from this data, and you can move it around. It actually, I think it doesn't really know. I mean, obviously, it doesn't really know where the target is, or what the target is, or how far it is. It just knows how your hand moves. And I'm exaggerating, how your hand moves milliseconds before and after your trigger pull, or the trigger breaks. So if you're a flincher, right, it's gonna know that. Alright, I'm breaking into this video with this video. I didn't see that there was one more feature, and that is the live, I guess, aim point, or the live motion. So you can actually watch where the muzzle is pointing. Like if I rock the pistol left or right, you can actually see the trace. So I guess you can just practice holding. Of course, you can't see it, but if you have a spotter or a helper, they can say, yeah, you're really shaking. So like if I'm holding it and I'm kind of shaking, that's probably how it knows that you're gripping too tight. So if I grip it really tight, right, it just follows it just kind of goes crazy. So if I just relax, You can kind of see the trace meander. So that's another cool feature of this training tool. Back to your regularly scheduled video, and let's go Gangsta, see what happens. So we'll go start. So I got a Gangsta. Oh, you can actually watch it. Huh? Oh, okay. So it doesn't like Gangsta. So let me set it on the base here. So it shouldn't move at all. So this should be almost a perfect. So it just records the last few bits of time before the trigger breaks. I've said that many times. So let's see how the score. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know it recorded live like that. So my score was 83.2. You can zoom. Oh yeah, you can zoom just like a picture. Let's see. 1 was all over the place. 2, 3, 4. So let's go back. Start. Let me see if it does Gangsta. Nope, will not do Gangsta. Sorry, guys. This only works with legit shooting here. So let's see what score that is. All right, 99.4. So if you want to be a really good shooter, carry around a desk with you, and set your pistol on the desk and aim that way. But otherwise, it's a really neat tool to tell you, whether you're a flincher or whatever, you're gripping too tight, shaking. That's another really cool thing. So you can try all different things, dry firing, and see what all these things mean before they show up. But anyway, that's it for the initial review. Thanks to Artisan Tony for having this giveaway, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing more dry fire exercises to see how my grip is working, and what my tendencies are, if I'm a flincher or a puller, right, or a pusher. And I'd like to take this to the range and eventually get a mag attachment for it so I can use it on my carry gun. But that's a really neat tool, and hopefully it'll help me become a better shooter for it. And with that, thanks for watching. Catch you later.
More cowbell.